Sponsored by Clarity Way.
Today on BMORE Lifestyle, violence and our youth, the public health crisis, plus an up-close look at one of the zoo's coolest exhibits.
BMORE Lifestyle. Now, here are your hosts, Chardell Moore and Christina Denny.
Christina, it's Wednesday.
It is. Happy Friday Eve to everybody out there.
Eve. Happy Hub Day, folks. Hey, guys, it's your girl, Chardell Moore.
And I'm Christina Denny. Welcome to BMORE Lifestyle.
We have a great show today.
We do. We have a good guest. We're really excited for you guys. And we're going to start off by checking in with you at home. We asked what you want to hear about on the show.
Let's take a look at our Facebook page. Now, Nikki said restaurant specials and couture makeup. Great ideas, Nikki. Make sure you tune in on Friday because we have some great date tonight makeup tips.
That's right. And keep those ideas coming. Find us on Facebook and let us know things that you want to hear about or things you just like to share with us at facebook.com/BMORE Lifestyle. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram or email us at bmorelifestyletv@gmail.com. All right, we want to talk about something that hits close to home here in Maryland, the heroin epidemic.
Yep, I spent some time at Clarity Way in Hanover, Pennsylvania, and spoke with the medical director about what is really fueling the problem and how to help. Let's take a look. We're here at the cottage at Clarity Way, and joining me today is Dr. Rob. Dr. Rob, how are you doing?
Wonderful. How are you?
I am great. So heroin addiction is a huge problem in Maryland. What do you think is fueling this?
I think heroin's become a large problem throughout the United States, and I think what's fueling it is the access to heroin. You know, in the past, a lot of medications that were previously abused and diverted to the streets have been really controlled by the DEA. They did a great job at cracking down on prescription diversion. However, people with opioid addictions were still there. They needed something to fill in for that addiction, and they were able to get turned to heroin because it was available. It was cheaper, it was easier to get. You know, the downside is you don't know what's in heroin, so it became very addictive fast.
So what's the correlation between painkillers and heroin addiction?
Painkillers are used to treat pain. Most people go to their doctor to get pain relief, and they're prescribed a pain medication, and it takes care of the short-acting pain problem that they have. When people go there seeking it for other means, or they try to get it for an addictive purposes or divert it, they become dependent on it. And then when they take that away or it's stopped, they go through withdrawal, and they don't want that to happen. So, you know, what may have once been a legitimate reason to use it is no longer.
Wow. So how does Clarity Way treat heroin addiction?
We treat it as a disease. Addiction is a medical condition. You know, opioid use disorders are a medical condition, and we treat it in a way that we try to make the patients comfortable. They don't have to suffer during detox. We have medications that will help transition them from being dependent and sick through that to getting well and seeking treatment. We have many medications that we use to ease their symptoms, and we have medications that help them get better once they're through the detox process.
Now, Clarity Way is one of the leading detox centers in the nation. What makes Clarity Way different from other?
I think what makes us different is the fact that we love what we do. We try to make the patients comfortable. We try to treat them with respect, and we try to help them understand that they need help and to get better. We try to stabilize this before it gets out of control.
And if your loved one is suffering from heroin addiction, how can they proceed? What do they do? Because it's so overwhelming.
It is. It's hard to reach out and get help when you're that sick. They're often in denial. What I can say is, you know, family members can contact our facility, other facilities, their physician, someone the patient trusts or the person they think is suffering, and get them help in terms of someone who can understand what they're going through, because the families don't often understand it. And that's the best place to reach out and get help.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rob. And for more information, guys, don't forget to visit clarityway.com. Meantime, Baltimore City is fighting another epidemic, violence among our youth.
We're joined now by William Kellebrew, Director of the Baltimore City Health Department's Office of Youth Violence Prevention. Thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me on the show today.
No problem.
So, Mr. Kellebrew, why should we consider youth violence a public health crisis?
Well, youth violence is inextricably connected to poor health outcomes. When we look at experience of trauma, and I always like to say that trauma causes violence, and violence causes trauma. And so as we look further down the line, there are long-lasting effects, and they're poor outcomes. So we're talking about leading to cigarette smoking, domestic violence, suicide, and many other substance use. And so when we look down the line, we have to address it. It's so important to be able to highlight and be aware and that we prevent the violence from happening in the first place. And when it does happen, how do we mitigate the circumstances? What do we actually do about it?
So what are the long-term impacts of violence?
Yeah, could you elaborate on that?
Elaborate on that.
Yeah, so there are long-lasting effects, right? So we would call them adverse childhood experiences.
Okay.
So a child who experiences trauma later in life, the effects could show up. It could very much show up in the cigarette smoking. It show up in the behavior, and so it could show up in a cycle of violence, or repetitive or repeating of the acts that happen to them. And so there are studies that show that more than 30% of individuals who experience violence and trauma may later go on to repeat the same abuse. And so we have to, again, go upstream and focus on preventing it before it happens, and bringing awareness to the issue.
So you talked about a cycle, but if you grew up in an environment where something is the norm, how do you change somebody's perception of reality to allow them to see life in a different way?
Well, you know, trauma disrupts a sense of values, your belief system. It also dehumanizes us, and also it alters our worldview. And so when that happens, how do we understand how to move forward from that, right? How do we test our reality when the reality is so steeped in what we've seen? And I take a child, for instance, growing up in an environment, and this is what this child is learning. They're repeating that, right?
And that's all they know.
Intergenerational transmission of violence, and this is quite all they know. And so how do we turn the tide, right? Well, we could expose children and expose our communities to a different value. I always say that our values and our beliefs drive our decision-making, our actions, and behavior. And so what we say and what we do is directly linked to what we value. And so how do we expose children to a different set of values? And so in school settings, and at the babysitters, we all have a responsibility. Even the lifeguard has a responsibility in terms of what kind of values will be demonstrated and exhibited in front of our kids.
So there's hope. Just because you grew up a certain way doesn't mean you have to stay that way.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There is hope, and we can heal from those experiences as a child. We can rebuild our lives. We can recover. And so that if anything is certain, it is that we can actually survive, and we can have hope.
Speaking of rebuilding and recovering, the health department recently received a substantial grant, $500,000, for a very important program, hospital interrupters. Could you elaborate on that? What is that?
Yeah, so the Department of Justice awarded the Health Department, our office on youth violence prevention, a $500,000 grant, as you mentioned, to really focus on how do we respond and meet individuals who have had violent injury where they are. And so we are expanding on our Safe Streets model, which is the longest running replica of Cure Violence model that started in Chicago. And so how do we expand and leverage what we're doing around mediation, around conflict, being able to move that into the hospital setting? And it's important that we do that immediately, because there is the risk of retaliation through gang violence, and especially gun violence. And so we're seeing an uptick in terms of youth, anecdotally, from our Safe Streets site directors, anecdotally, that there's more guns. Youth have access to more guns. And so how do we address that right in the hospital and avoid the retaliation right at the start?
That sounds like a fantastic program. Thank you so much, Mr. Kellebrew, for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
We appreciate the great work that you do in our community. Thank you.
And just wanted to make sure I thanked Johns Hopkins and our other partners for being a part of this. So we're looking forward to it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. Stay with us.
New Wendy. R&B legends Belle Biv DeVoe performing their biggest hit live.
Today at 5 on MyTV Baltimore.
On the next Big Bang Theory.
Look at it. I feel like my mind just made a baby.
It's the breakthrough the world has been waiting for.
Did you just figure out a method for synthesizing a new, stable, super heavy element?
Sheldon and his brain. Yeah. Sheldon and his brain. Yeah.
Next Big Bang.
Tonight at 7 on MyTV Baltimore.
If you're looking for the ultimate entertainment experience, you're ready. Ready to bring your TV and internet together like never before. you're ready for Xfinity X1. Call 1-800-800-6855 to get Xfinity TV, internet, and voice today for only $33.33 each a month for 12 months when you bundle all three. With Xfinity X1, you'll find the last 9 shows and channels you've watched with the touch of a button. Plus, Xfinity delivers America's fastest internet according to speedtest.net, so you always have the speed you need to do even more. Call 1-800-800-6855 and get started with Xfinity TV, internet, and voice today for only $33.33 each a month for 12 months when you bundle all three. Or ask how to upgrade to get a $200 prepaid card. It's all backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free. See for yourself why 85% of people prefer Xfinity X1 to their current TV experience. Call 1-800-800-6855 today. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
It's all about opportunity, and you've got it with training in cosmetology at Fortis Institute. Whether you'd like to work in a spa, a salon, or even run your own business one day, a Fortis beauty education can help make it possible. Demand for hair coloring, straightening, and beauty treatments is expected to grow nationally for years to come. At Fortis, you can get the skills and confidence to become a cosmetologist while you prepare to sit for your state license upon graduation. For more information, call Fortis Institute at 1-800-555-7600 or visit online at fortis.edu.
A careless driver's not paying attention and smashes right into you. Call Science and Kirk.
If you've been the victim of a careless driver and you were hurt, call 1-800-LAWYERS.
Get the settlement you deserve. Money can't change what happened, but it can help you put your life back together.
We've collected over $800 million for our clients. Call 1-800-LAWYERS or visit youhavealawyer.com. If you have a phone, you have a lawyer. 1-800-LAWYERS.
The original GoldFather.
Ladies, we all love diamonds.
They are
do you
a
guys
girl's
want?
best friend.
Yes, they are a girl's best friend. So, do you guys want to know how much your diamond is worth? I don't have a diamond yet, but that's coming. Christina, do you have a diamond? No?
Not an engagement diamond.
Okay, but it's coming too.
Well, the GoldFather has the answer in regards to your diamonds. Take a look. Hi, I'm here in Essex at the GoldFather with Telly, the original GoldFather himself. Hey,
Hi,
how
Christina.
are you?
Thank you. Welcome.
Thanks for having us. So if somebody has some diamonds at home, whether it's old or new diamond jewelry, and they're unsure of what to do with it, what would your advice be?
Excellent question. Come on into the original GoldFather here, 507 Eastern Boulevard, right in Essex. Especially on Fridays. We have a Gemological Institute of America graduate, Amy, who does a fantabulous job. She has taught me and the rest of my staff here to look at diamonds, all shapes and sizes, whether they're round, emerald, princess, marquise, or cluster. Take a look at these diamonds. We'll tell you the color, the cut, the clarity of that. We'll give you a value on it based on the price of the New York Diamond District. We get prices from them weekly. We take a look at them under her microscope, what we have here, as my wife, who comes in many, many times a week and takes a look at diamonds, and she inspects them. She'll give you the price on them. Or if you want to buy one, you still come to us. You could come here and tell, hey, this is some of the pieces we have. We do it by appointment only. Whether you're looking for a wedding ring, a cocktail ring, just come on to our shop. If you're looking also to buy diamond, just raw. If it's a round, brilliant cut you want, come to me. We have a great, great source with the Diamond District in New York. We'll bring you the stone that you wish of your size, the color, the clarity, and get a phenomenal price on it. Whether it's 1 carat, 2 carats, or maybe 3 or 5 carats, whatever you wish. That's more like it, correct? And you can get it, and you can buy from us. We'll take care of it. Doesn't matter if it's in a pendant, hanging here, or in a ring, and a charm. It could be something as these angel wings here, or whether it's a cross that has diamonds. We love to buy every shape and size of every diamond you have, and we will give you an honest, good value on your precious stones.
And you mentioned earlier that they don't necessarily need to be in a ring or a pendant. If somebody has just a diamond by itself, they can bring that in as well to get that.
Absolutely. Thank you, Christina. Yes, absolutely. Bring a diamond by itself, or many small melees, which would be small clusters like this piece here and this ring here, or something larger, beautiful, round, brilliant stones as it is here. We will price them and give you a wonderful price based on the New York Diamond District.
Fantastic. So
Thank
if you're interested in buying or selling, remember you can make an appointment to come check out the rings, or just bring your jewelry into the GoldFather here in Essex.
Thank you.
There's Mr. Bling Bling himself.
Yes, we love having Telly on.
I love Telly.
So ladies, if you're looking for a ring, or fellas, if you're looking to get your lady a ring,
and I'm looking for a ring, period.
Right? Coming up, wouldn't you love to spend the day with these guys?
We're going to one of the coolest exhibits at the Maryland Zoo and meet a woman with a pretty amazing job. Stick with us. And still need a Halloween costume? Guys, we've got some great ideas right off the runway.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
A homicide equals more than one life lost. Don't take a life and lose yours in the process. Victorious Ministries cares.
Non-lawyer spokesperson. Attention breast cancer patients. If you or a loved one underwent chemotherapy to treat breast cancer and then suffered permanent hair loss, call 1-800-666-9027 now. You may be entitled to compensation. The chemotherapy drug Taxotere has been linked to permanent hair loss in breast cancer patients. Many who have not been fully warned that their hair may never grow back after treatment. Call 1-800-666-9027 for a free case evaluation.
Advertising your business, especially digital advertising, can cause panic. Don't let this happen to you. Instead, reach for an industry leader with a proven track record and years of combined experience. Discover Compulse Integrated Marketing. Compulse provides superior web design, SEO, SEM, mobile, social, and email marketing. We find and motivate consumers. Compulse Integrated Marketing. Results achieved. See compulse.com.
Extra, tonight at 6:30 on MyTV Baltimore.
Dental practices are growing, which means job opportunities for skilled dental assistants. With an all-state education, you can learn to perform patient care, dental office, and lab duties, work beside dentists, and help people feel better about their smile. For hands-on dental training to prepare you for success, call Allstate now at 1-800-475-2600 or visit Allstate online.
Business grows with PVI. Hi, I'm Mark Hill, president of PVI Office Furniture. Here at PVI, we have office furniture for every budget. I'm serious. Look at all this inventory. This is just a fraction of what we have available right here, right now. So, whether you're leasing your second building, moving out of your garage, remember this. Business grows with PVI.
Fast, excellent, affordable. Business grows with PVI.
Big trucks rule the road. They can be dangerous and cause devastating injuries. If you've been hurt by a big truck, we stand up for you. Call 1-800-LAWYERS or visit youhavealawyer.com. If you have a phone, you have a lawyer.
So every Wednesday, we'll be highlighting some amazing women at work. And we've met some ladies with some pretty cool jobs. I really love this segment, Christina, where we really get to highlight some influential queens doing great things.
Absolutely. And I recently got to meet a woman named Jen, whose job is sort of a black tie affair. Take a look. I'm here at the Maryland Zoo in Baltimore at Penguin Coast, speaking with Jen, the resident penguin expert. Jen, can you tell us a little bit about your job? This is like the coolest job.
It really is. I'm actually the avian collection manager here at the Maryland Zoo in Baltimore, so I actually oversee the entire bird population here at the zoo, and I do a lot of work with the African penguin colony.
What inspired you to get into this line of work?
Actually, when I went to college, so I grew up on a beach in New Jersey, so I always wanted to do something with the water. I have my degree in marine biology, and originally I wanted to work with fish, sharks, and sea turtles, and I did an internship right after college at an aquarium in New Jersey, and they actually had a small colony of African penguins, and I fell in love with working with them. How could you not? I mean, they're very, very fascinating animals, and from working there, I actually learned of Baltimore's reputation with the African penguin work that they do, and just kind of made it a goal of mine that I want to be there. That's where I want to be to work with penguins, and then just kind of worked my way up the ranks once I got here.
Very nice. So can you walk me through a typical day?
I don't actually have a typical day. I wake up very excited to come to work. That never changes. And then, you know, medical procedures. We do a lot of work with breeding season for African penguins very soon, middle of September. So it's a lot of work of who gets to breed with who. We just had a master planning session. They actually genetically pair up penguins who should breed with who, kind of like a Match.com for penguins. And they actually tell you how many chicks each pair should have. So we do a lot of work and are very busy with breeding season come September through March when breeding season ends.
So we'll be able to see some little penguins here soon enough?
Yep, we actually will start hatching them out very soon. They actually remain inside our nest room, which is where those red windows are, and stay with their parents until they're about 3 weeks old. And once they're 3 weeks old, we actually pull them from their parents and start hand feeding them, which teaches them that we are their source of food and not their parents, which makes life easier to be adjusted out into the colony once we release them when they're 12 weeks old.
So what's your favorite part of this job, the most rewarding thing?
I would say when we are successful with things that we are trying to do and implement. So like our African penguin colony is very, very successful, and just seeing them adjust and breed after we went from having Rock Island, which was a very successful colony, to releasing them into a new exhibit and have them still breed and do their natural behaviors is very, very rewarding.
Thank you so much. It sounds fascinating.
It's a great job.
If you know a woman with an interesting job, let us know.
How cute are those little penguins?
I know. You know I'm going to be back at the zoo to see the little ones when they're born.
Oh,
so cute.
So
and
cute.
Cool fun fact, when they're feeding them on that little dock in the back, that's actually heated.
Okay,
Isn't
I
that
didn't know
neat?
that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Learn something new every day.
That's right.
All right, so this is my favorite time of the year. Halloween is just a couple of weeks away, and if you still need a costume, we're gonna help you out.
That's right. Take a look at these ideas straight off the runway at New York Fashion Week.
It's kind of been the first time that anybody's ever done this. We love the idea. Halloween is a big part of our business. For people out there, it's one day. It's a 365 days for us. Wigs are all the rage in the office all the time. You'll see wigs, you'll see high slits, you'll see sexiness, you'll see a lot of pop culture and funny things. The plus size market has been growing and growing and growing. So we've really gone after it in Halloween, and we wanted to offer them the best stuff that we have. A lot of the sales will probably gear more towards the mermaids and the sailors and the cops.
Yes, those are some hot costumes. I love Halloween. It's so much fun to be able to just dress up and to be fierce. I love it. What are you going to be this year?
You know, I don't know. I was thinking maybe Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. I don't know.
I can see that.
What about you? What are you thinking?
I think I might be a mermaid.
Yeah? Like the mermaid we just saw?
Yeah, like a sexy mermaid. I think I would love to do that. What would you guys like us to be? Don't forget, you can check us out on Facebook. Tell us. We want to hear your suggestions, or hit us up on Instagram or even Twitter.
That's right. Maybe we could be emojis.
There we
saw
go.
a couple of those going down the runway. All right, guys, let's take a look now at what's happening around town. Coming up this weekend, WPOC Weekend in the Country is Saturday and Sunday at Merriweather Post Pavilion. Little Big Town will be performing, and I'll be there to help introduce some of the acts. I'm super excited about that. Tickets range from $55 on up.
Or if salsa is more your style, you can get a free salsa dance lessons tomorrow night at Horseshoe Casino. Then practice your moves at a salsa dance party Saturday night with a live band. I love me some Latino music. Perfect.
Great. Also this weekend, the Mount Washington Fall Festival and Fashion Show. It's Sunday from noon to 6 p.m. Check out local food, music, and fashion. And Vetus Freed from our sister station, Fox 45, will be emceeing the event.
I love Vetus. And remember, it's your last chance to register for the Baltimore Running Festival. It's this Saturday, and there are fun options for runners all ages, as well as entertainment, so head over to their website.
And you could even wear one of those booby trap bras while you run.
There we go.
We'll be right back with our Motivational Minute.
Stay with us, guys.
Imagine your life as a medical assistant. With a Fortis medical education, you can work with doctors and patients, helping people in your community. With a career you can love. Medical assistant continues to be among the fastest growing occupations nationally. Start your medical career by calling Fortis now at 1-800-555-7600 or visit fortis.edu.
Do you have trouble falling asleep? Do you toss and turn all night or wake up with a sore neck or headache? Then it's time you discovered MyPillow.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 10 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota. Now I'm proud to announce that MyPillow is the official pillow of the National Sleep Foundation. To celebrate, I'm giving you a very special offer. Go to MyPillow.com or call now to order one of my pillows. When you do, I'll give you a second one absolutely free.
Other pillows go flat, causing you to fold them over or use your arm for support, which can cause pain. Hard foam pillows can raise your head too high, making you very uncomfortable. But the revolutionary MyPillow has patented fill that won't go flat and keeps your neck supported and aligned to your exact individual need. MyPillow helps you get and stay in deep sleep all night long.
MyPillow is the greatest pillow in the world because I wake up rested every single morning.
With MyPillow, I can just relax and slip into that deep sleep, and I stay there throughout the night. So I love MyPillow.
I personally guarantee that MyPillow will be the most comfortable pillow you'll ever own. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your support over the last 10 years.
Call or go online now to order MyPillow, and Mike will give you a second pillow absolutely free. Use the promo code on your screen to get 2 MyPillows for the price of 1. Order now.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us today. We've got another great show lined up for you tomorrow.
We'll be talking about stretching those food dollars and how to feed your family on a budget. Gotta save those coins.
Yes, we do. And stop buying new furniture. We've got a great DIY trick that can give your home a whole new look for a fraction of the cost. And remember, we want to keep hearing from you. Email us things you want to hear about or things you'd like to share.
And find out how to be featured on our show. Email us at BMORE-LifestyleTV@gmail.com. Now, before we go, we want to leave you with this motivational minute. Christina, you got some great words of wisdom to share?
Yeah, so you know, nowadays with social media being so prevalent, people are really quick to make their opinions about you known. And I want to tell you guys that somebody else's judgment of you does not reflect you at all. It reflects their character. So if somebody is saying anything negative about you, ignore the haters, keep doing you. We all have something so special and unique to offer to this world.
Christina, you're absolutely right. I always say, let the haters hate, because if you're truly confident in the skin that you're in, there's no need to be negative or worry about what someone else is doing, because you let your own light shine. So
that's right.
Don't listen to the negativity and keep shining, y'all.
Keep up that confidence. It will lead you to success.
There we go. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you so much for inviting us into your home.